Shalom, family. A lot of you been asking what's in the pot. Today, the video is going to be on Cajun 15 bean soup, you guys. Yes, there is a Cajun packet in there. You can also buy it without the Cajun packet. But what I did was I cooked some smoked turkey parts, you guys. So what I did, I used 4 quarts of water and I just boiled down the smoked turkey parts so I can get that smoked turkey brine, okay? And you can also use the meat inside your bean soup. But right now, 15 bean soup, you guys. I would read off some of the beans, but guess what? I don't have no glasses on. So let me get my glasses. All right, now that I have my glasses, now I can read you off this 15 bean soup, you guys. We have in this bag, Great Northern, Pinto, Large Lima, Yellow Eye bean, Garbanzo bean, Baby Lima, green split pea, kidney, cranberry bean, small white, pink bean, small red, yellow split pea, lentil, navy, white kidney, and black bean. And in this packet, you guys. So this is the 15 bean soup. So what I'm gonna do now is, I do not pre-cook my beans, okay? What I'm going to do now is I'm gonna open up these beans and I'm going to pour it in my bowl. Take out the little Cajun packet. And I'm going to go to the sink and I'm going to wash these beans, okay? So before I wash these beans, I'm just going to tell you the things that we're going to need today. We're going to need our funnel, our jar lifter, our ladle, and our debubbler, vinegar, and paper towel. And you may need salt, but let me just tell you what I did. I added a little salt and a little pepper in my smoked turkey brine already. But you have to be very careful with the salt. I suggest that you just leave the salt out until the very end, until you get ready to eat it, because I don't want you guys to get it too salty. But if you already know your measurements, go ahead and add your little bit of salt. But be careful, because the Cajun packet have salt in it already. And so the reason why I am adding salt, because when I did my test and I did not add any salt, at the end, when I opened the jar, I needed salt, but it was so delicious. I have my beans all washed. I did not pre-cook them. I did not pre-soak them. The beans will cook in the pressure canner, okay? So now, I'm just gonna take out, I got a couple of turkey parts. I'm gonna remove my turkey parts from my pot, okay? Oh, it smells so good. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to whisk in my Cajun season, you guys. Yes. We're going to whisk that in. I just want to let you know that my brine is room temperature, you guys. It was in the refrigerator and I just let it sit out. So it's room temperature, it's not hot. So if your brine is hot, your jar is hot, your canner, water, hot. But everything is going to be room temperature for me. Okay, like I said, I started out with 4 quarts of water. And you know that the water evaporates because it boils down, okay? So let me just taste it. Y'all know I don't do spicy. That is good. That is perfect. So now we're going to take our jar in our funnel. And since we're working with pint-sized jars, you guys, we need a half a cup of beans, okay? So here's my half a cup of beans. Throw it in there. If you want meat in your jar, this is when you can just break off some meat. This is totally optional. You can just add meat in your jar. Okay? And now we're going to take our funnel. Good. Smoked turkey. And you really don't need any more seasonings, but you can always add if you like. And so I'm just going to fill this up to the 1-inch headspace, you guys. Let's do another one. Half a cup of beans. Half cup. Gonna get our nice Cajun and smoked turkey brine. And I am spilling. That's my middle name. I don't know, I just don't have a steady hand, you guys. I've always been like this. It's not because I'm old. I've always been that way. Okay, so now that I have filled up 2 pint-sized jars, now we have to debubble. And what we're doing is we're just stirring around those beans to get out any air pockets, okay? And sometimes when there's air pockets, you will lose your 1-inch headspace. And we're gonna do the same with this one. You notice I didn't add meat in this one. You can add meat in all of them, or you don't have to add meat in none. Or you can just add meat in half of it, okay? So now that we have it debubbled, I did lose a little headspace. So we want to carry it right back up to our 1-inch headspace. There we go. We have the 1-inch headspace. Now we're going to take our paper towel and our vinegar. We know that this meat is greasy. So we're going to take our vinegar because that vinegar will cut that grease, because we don't want to do all this work and then our jars don't seal. But guess what? I didn't tell you. I'm going to pop one of these, you guys, and eat it in front of you. Yes, I am. Okay. Now we're going to add our lid and our top, and we're going to put it on fingertip tight. Fingertip tight. All right. So now, you guys, I'm going to fill up these jars, and I will bring you back when I get to the canner. I have a lot to say here. I was able to get 8 pint-sized jars of the 15-bean soup, you guys. I went back and I added the smoked turkey to all of 8 of my jars, okay? So since I am working with a Presto 23-quart canner, I'm not cranking up my canner for 8 jars when this canner holds double the amount, okay? So what I did was I opened another bag of 15-bean soup with the Cajun, okay? I mixed better than bouillon with water, and that's what my liquid is. So I did everything just like I did with the smoked turkey. I just didn't add the smoked turkey meat. I just got the better than bouillon broth with my 15-bean soup. So I'm just hoping that I made that clear. So even if you don't have any smoked turkey, You can still use your beef broth. I like the better than bouillon because with the better than bouillon, it gives you a more robust flavor. So I just want to let you guys know that if you decide to do it, you can do 16 jars of the better than bouillon 15 bean soup, or you can double the recipe for the smoked turkey. Either way, it's going to be delicious. So like I said, I will be opening up a jar at the end, and I just put an X on it because I'm using an old lid. So it may seal, it may not, it doesn't matter because I'm going to pop it anyway, okay? So since I already have 8 down there, I need my divider. And I'm going to continue on adding my 15 bean soup, you guys. This is so delicious. Either way you go, that smoked turkey and add some meat with it, or you can do the beef broth and don't add no meat, but still use that 15 bean Cajun seasoning. Oh, so good, you guys. Yes. So I'm going to throw my vinegar in here, about 2 tablespoons, because I have hard water. And this keeps you from having to do some extra scrubbing on your jars, because your jars will come out really, really cloudy. Another thing, since I am using meat, even though I've already pre-cooked my meat is already cooked, it's still going to call for 75 minutes to process these beans. Even if I threw raw meat in here, it's still going to be 75 minutes. Okay? So here we go. I've checked my top. Make sure the button go up and down. Make sure you hold it and you cannot turn that button. Make sure you can see straight through this vent pipe. Make sure your gasket is up in there. Good. Okay? So now we are going to put our top on and close it up. Now we're going to check to make sure that our canner is in the middle of our eye. Cold product, cold water, cold jars. If you take your broth right off the stove when it's hot, that means your water has to be hot, okay? And your jar is going to have to be hot, all right? So now I am turning this up on high. And once this vent pipe right here starts to shoot steam steady for 10 minutes, I'll bring you back. My vent pipe has been shooting steam for 10 minutes. I'll put my weight regulator on it. My button has popped up already. That means my canner is locked. I cannot open this canner if I wanted to. So now I need for my canner to come up to 10 pounds of pressure. For my elevation, that's what I need, 10. And if you do not know your elevation, just Google it. I have reached 10 pounds of pressure. If it goes to 11, that's fine. Keep it in between 10 and 11. Now I will dial my heat back. I will set my timer for 75 minutes because I am working with pint-sized jars. And once this process and then comes down from pressure and that little button right there falls, that's let me know that my canner is safe to open, but I will still let it sit here for about 10 minutes before I open my canner. All right, family, it's time to open the canner. My canner been sitting here between 10 and 15 minutes. Take off my weight regulator, and now I am going to unlock it, and I'm going to lift it up away from me and put it back down so that burst of steam can come up out of there. Woo! Y'all see that steam? Oh my goodness, you guys, it smells so, so good. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this lid and lift it up away from me, and I'm going to the sink with it. Wow. Oh, you guys, it smells so good. Here we go. Let's see what we have here. There we go. Our 15 bean soup. This is the one that I am going to open. Woo! Yes. All I need is some cornbread. You gonna eat your cornbread? All right, family, if you have not hit that subscription button, go ahead and hit that subscription button and share and hit like. Okay, here we go. You guys, they are still hot. But here is the bean soup that got the X. And guess what? It didn't seal. And this is the reason why we don't reuse our lids for pressure canning and water bath canning, because you run the risk of it not sealing. Okay? Here we go. Y'all, this is still hot. I gotta turn it around. I cannot pour this hot stuff with my left hand. Okay. Wow. That looks delicious. And I'm going to bring this bowl of soup to you guys. Nothing like a good old bowl of 15 bean soup. And y'all see that it's still hot. 15 bean soup, okay? I'm doing this for you guys. It's hot. It has just a tad of a kick, but the flavor is so delicious. And let me show you the meat. Oh my goodness, you guys. You guys got to try this. Y'all see I'm sweating. This stuff is good, y'all. Let me know. Try it. Let me know. Let me show you the beef broth one. The one I use the beef broth in. With the Cajun. I'm pretty sure that's going to be delicious too. You guys, you got to try this. This is so good. I love you guys. Y'all know I do. Look at that. The beans hot, this kitchen hot. But guess what? I love the Most High more. I'm going to tear you up. Shalom.